So today I'm just leisurely rowing around the river and I've just been up to my mooring. So I've just been painting the numbers on the buoys to make sure my mooring's marked, but I've also just run a rope across it in order to measure it. Why might I be measuring my mooring, you might ask? Well, I've gone and done it and I've bought a new boat. What that does mean is Mustang, my old sailboat, is going to be finding a new home. And I'm going to be getting a new boat. So I'm going to be getting a Jeanneau Sun 2000, which is still a trailer sailor, a little bit bigger, and it should allow me to have some more fun sailing really. So that's why I'm getting it. Mustang made a really nice cheap entry into a sailboat, and I've spent a little bit more money just for something slightly bigger. One day maybe I'll get a proper decent sized yacht, but for now a slightly bigger trailer sailor. I've got a lot of plans for it. I've already been shopping around. I want to fit a diesel heater, solar panel, speakers, and just make other modifications just to make sure it's going to be really comfortable and nice to sail on through the summer. So I'll be picking that up in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned, more on that later. And between now and then, I'm hoping I'll be able to sell Mustang. So let me know if you're interested, but I'll post a link to the advert. And I'm not looking to make money on it. I've already discounted it heavily from what I paid, and I'm just looking to get rid really, so that it's not sat in the garden all year, and so that somebody else can enjoy it. So I've just done all my work on the mooring. I'm going to put the drone up and just have a little look down the river, and then we'll get back home and I'll just do a quick walk around Mustang. Catch you soon. Alright, here we've got Mustang. Mustang sat nicely on a trailer, perfectly serviceable. I towed Mustang about 3 hours from where I got her this time last year. Mustang's generally in really good condition. She sails well, and most importantly, she floats. Now, regards negative points of Mustang, either side on the rubbing rail, the wood here is warped and bowed out, so this rubbing rail will want replacing, or you could just ignore it and sail with that as is. Maybe just trim off these corners to stop it snagging on anything. And the other negative point is with the deck paint. So the deck paint is flaking in many places. Again, you could just ignore this and sail for the season and fix it up maybe at the end of the season or next year if you just wanted to get out there. The sides have this wonderful navy blue, and that's held up really well. And then we've got bottom paint on the bottom. I've got some spare bottom paint, so you can whip another layer on for this season if you wanted to. In the cockpit, we've got this lovely teak flooring. We've got a 2-stroke 4-horsepower Yamaha outboard. Runs really well, and it's a nice reliable 2-stroke motor. Just mix a little bit of oil in, 1 to 100 mix I think it takes, and she goes really well. I've just started her up, and I'll start her up again in a minute, but after being in the garage all winter, she came straight back out and fired up after just a few pulls with no real problems. Before we go inside, we'll just have a look at the sails and the mast. So the mast is hanging up here in the garage. So you've got the mast with all of the rigging, and with the Jeanneau furled up on the roller furler, and the mast is in generally really good condition. So just to show you the outboard, it's going to be so easy to start, but I can start her up with one hand on the camera. Okay, so that's her idling. Forward gear, neutral, reverse gear. And then a bit of throttle. So you can see she's working fine. A little bit of spoke for a 2-stroke's very normal, and then we can turn her off with a kill switch here. Alright, let's jump inside and show you the cockpit. And the cabin. So Mustang has a nice comfortable cabin. Not huge, but comfortable. You can get in here out of the weather, and we've got a lot of stuff lying around. We've got the old sail, a really nice crisp fresh mainsail, and we've also got a spare jib lying around. Mustang's got a raising keel on a swing keel, so here's a pivot bolt clamped in these plates. This time last year I had the keel out, sandblasted it, got it repainted, and even epoxied around the edge to stop rust. So the keel's still holding up really nicely. And this is the lifting gear. And that's Mustang. She's got a simple boat, but really nice to begin with. So if you're interested in having Mustang, let me know. I'm not fussy about price at all. I've got her listed really cheap in comparison to what I paid, and I think she'll make a good boat for somebody. Alright, hope to see you soon with some updates about the new boat. Goodbye.